Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ray. Last name is Reynolds. Please write it down. My goal is to get everybody to the $1,000,000 dream. Ultimate goal, get you here to money and credit, get you where you need to be. Ultimate goal is very simple. In the beginning today, get out a tablet and a pen. Don't take pictures, don't record. That's against the rules. We got to get it here. The ultimate goal is get the knowledge that you've been lacking all these years. Now, write down today's date. It's June 15th, 2021. I'm going to call that blackjack. Now I want you to write down the end of the year, December 31st, 2021. Now I don't know why you didn't get the $1,000,000 dream last year, the year before that too, but reality is we're going to make sure this time you follow through and get the rules and the tools. Ultimate goal, there's one of the front doors of one of my mansions at the time. There's one of my yachts. There's one of my Lamborghinis too. You see, I brought my first million in at 14 years old. I don't know why you didn't do this, but I'll teach you how to do it too. Ultimate goal, procrastination's a killer of a dream. You see, do you put off something yesterday, today, to tomorrow too? You got to knock that off right away. Now, the biggest thing you got to think about is this: time. I don't control time, neither do you. Ultimate goal is simple, but I do control what I do at the time I've been given. So let's understand something today. It's very simple to do. What I want you to do is for me. I didn't like stealing and begging off the pier, eating out of a trash can as a kid. I thought it sucked. See, I didn't get to mommy and daddy like you did. I had to get myself out of hell. But the reality is homeless to million to billion. 2.6 billion by the time I was 26. How am I doing so far? Now, the ultimate goal is up to you. You got the ability to go get it, no matter what you say or do. But let's understand, I'm going to show you exactly how to do this, step by step, how I wrote down the rules and the tools and the blueprint. Now let's understand something. At 7.5, being used and abused, sucked, I listened to this poker game every Wednesday night. Every Wednesday night, this group of people had a poker game. You know what I heard? I heard a corporation's a legal person. Can you write it down, please? I thought I just found my way out of hell. I wrote it down and circled it 10 times. They thought it was weird. That was probably true. Ultimate goal is very simple to do. You know what happened next? I went to the library the next day. And guess what? I asked the lady flat out at the library next to the Torrance Police Department, what does this mean? And I said, here's a microfiche, here's a book. She told me flat out, here's a microfiche and a book. You see, I learned to read at 2.5 years old. I get to write with both hands, talk at the same time. I got an IQ off the chart too. I got pissed off that day. You see, I read the book. It didn't give me the rules and the tools I was looking for. It didn't give me the blueprint, what you've been looking for all your life too. So what do? I connected the dots. I want you to listen and learn today, because some of you have a corporation, by the way. You set it up because you were told to, and what did you do next? Nothing. You sat there going, beep, beep, beep. That's it. Here's the problem. With a corporation being a legal person, 9 out of 10 people that set it up every day do nothing. They don't know what's next. Reality is, let's get the blueprint to give it the life too. Now remember something, at 9.5, I went back to that library almost every day, 7.5 to 9.5 years old. All right, I had to set up the blueprint for myself. I sent away a little money order. By the way, I started Helping Hand Industries and went worldwide at 9.5. I got 100,000 in the mail. Actually, the movie Dave put us in that movie too. Gotta have fun. So I don't know why you didn't do this, but I got that first million at 14.5. My first car, by the way, was a Quintox. It's right in front of you. It's called a Lamborghini too. Ultimate goal, I think you're stuck. And I think that kind of sucks. So the reality is simple today. Can you write down getting past go? You see, I got my Lamborghini collection at the time. I got my Duffys too. From there, the bottom line is I got my 6 mansions. From there, I broke the record for the highest kick on the planet in 1981. I just wanted to prove the white men do jump, and stupid people say we don't. Ultimate goal is very simple to do. So remember, I got my yachts, my race boats in my backyard, my helicopter, all right, and my yacht too. And don't forget about the Ferraris too. Ultimate goal is simple. I want you to write down Ray's rules today. Here's the problem. I don't know why you didn't go get it. All right, if I can do it, only having God me. The reality is, why didn't you do it too? So let's write down Ray's rules today. Circle it 10 times. Now here's my life at 2009. July 4th, we took out the corporate yacht with a group of people from the church and school. Wanted to watch the fireworks too. You see, ever since I was 4, turns to gold. Ultimate goal is pretty simple to do. But the next day after taking that yacht out, guess what I got to do? I got to die. It ruined my whole day. It kind of sucks. Can you imagine? We took the yacht out the night before, and at 5:41 the next day I'm in a coma, and they pronounced me dead at 5:41. You see, someone came on my yacht with swine flu and pneumonia and killed me. All right, that kind of sucks. But I got to go to the other side, and God said, give me a choice. I could stay in peace or go back. Well, I went back, and guess what I got to do? Now I get to help you. So remember, the lack of knowledge is why you brought the pain home time and time again. All right, I'm sorry to say, you never had to bring the pain home since you were 18 years old. I started at 9.5. Ultimate goal, they nicknamed me the Godfather of Credit in 2008 after I brought in $3.6 billion of credit for my clients. 17 million of those hit $1 million dream. From there, we even got 16 billionaires too. Can you write down credit rebuilding, please? See, the ultimate goal is simple. Let's understand the truth. I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough years ago, security chief at TRW and Experian. And unfortunately, the world doesn't want you to know the truth today. Ultimate goal is very simple. Can you write down Credit Services Act, please? Write it down. I want you to Google it later today. It'll take you to the Federal Trade Commission. Right there on that front page, it says credit repair is a scam, not allowed to collect money up front. But you got 10,000 companies ripping people off every day. It'll refer to you the Credit Repair Organization Act too, where it says attorneys can't do credit repair. Now what are you supposed to do? Reality is simple. Understand something flat out. Your credit's not broken. You screwed it up probably. The reality is you have to rebuild it. Today, if you'd like, you can build a relationship with me and we'll build your dreams too. And I'd like to do all the work for you. Is that okay? You see, the Federal Trade Commission provides information for you. Ultimate goal is pretty simple. We got to get you the money. Now here's the thing for 43 years. Every seminar, every workshop, every boot camp, I basically make sure you hold your hand. I don't let you down. I broadcast up to 3 times a day, Monday through Friday, and all day Saturday too. Ultimate goal, I've been doing this for 43 years. I'm pretty good at it too. Now, I wrote the rules to make it simple for every one of you. You can't even screw it up. There's 1,000 steps to the $1 million dream. That's all it takes. And all you got to do is follow through. Let me give you the first steps today. Ultimate goal number 1, write it down. I want you to go to racecredit.com. I want you to clickety-clack and get your credit reports for free. Then I want you to give me the credit reports on the right-hand corner. In my system, it makes them go up, up, and away. By the way, that's step number 1. Next, I'm going to ask you a question. The question is why? See, since I was a boy and learned to read at 2.5 years old, I always ask why. It's my favorite word. Why is this? Why that? How does that work? You see, my question to you is why you got a Social Security card. It's called an SSN. So let's understand something today. You got an SSN, you probably don't know why too. Understand, I'm going to show you exactly why and what you needed to do from the beginning, because that's how you got your job too. Step number 2, it says do not laminate if you read the card today. Do not laminate it. Do not use for variety of purposes. Read the card front and back. It even says Property Assessment Administration, not you. It's not even your card. How's that? Now, I created rapid scoring and rapid refresh years ago. I can make anybody's score go up from 40 to 200 points. Not hard to do. Now, let's understand something. I'd like to get those report numbers right away. Within 90 working days, your score will go up, up, and away. Average case takes 90 days to get you a 750 score. I'll even guarantee it in writing, too. Now, that's step number 3. Now remember, the score and getting up, up, and away will never take more than 180 days unless you keep screwing it up too. Don't slow me down, please. So when I created rapid scoring, make your score go up, up, and away, a couple years ago I came up with rapid refresh. And the Fair Lending Act as well too. So let's understand, any score you got can go up 40 to 200 points. If you'd like me to do it for you, let me know. I took a picture of Credit Karma. So let's understand that Credit Karma, it's a little wrong because they update every 7 days. Credit bureaus every 32 days. So it's basically a facsimile number. It's really not true. But the reality is this lady had a 500 score. In 45 working days, I got her 157 points. If you'd like me to do that for you, I will. Ultimately, we're going to teach you the rules and the tools how to play. Now, bad credit, sorry to say, it sucks. It screws up everybody's life today. So what I'd like you to do is give me the report numbers. Let me analyze it. Let me basically dispute you based on credit or credit bureau. That way your score will go up, and away. I might even ask you to negotiate a debt or two. Next thing, years ago, I wrote a book basically called Legal Action Method 2. You see, I chased and sued Chase Bank and brought him in Santa Ana in the court. And then you know what I did? All right, I kicked their assets too. And they said to that basically vice president of Chase Bank, give him $5,000 now. So I even won the case and got an extra $5,000 too. See, you got more rights than you think you do. Ultimate goal is pretty simple. All right, I want to do a rapid rescore and rebuild you. Credit rebuilding is what needs to be done. Ultimate goal, rapid refresh too. So let's understand this is how it works. It's very simple. It's $99 per credit bureau, $297 with a rapid rescore. It's $499. That's it. For $499, all right, you're going to get a 750 and above with a rapid rescore too, and your score is going to go up, and away in an average of 90 days. I know two of you, like Tom here the other day, said he's been with Lexington Law, creditrepair.com. He didn't know they're the same company too, for 27 months. $2,700? Let's understand something flat out. Okay, even on Saturdays, I give you a class to go to for free if you want to, at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. It's education, analyzation too. And always remember, no case takes more than 180 days, period, unless you keep screwing up too. But that's on you. Now, if you sign up during my webinar, now, what happens is I give you a Visa card for $1,000 cash card. So the goal is I've always given you 2 to 10 times money back to you to take away your excuses. Because basic excuses don't feed the family. So if you got a $1,000 cash card and you invested $499, you got twice the money back to you. Ultimate goal, you get a written back guarantee as well. Money back guarantee if I don't do what I say to do. Ultimate goal is pretty simple. Now what we do to expedite everybody is every bank takes Zelle. So you have the ability to make me the recipient, and then you use my email. It's ray@rayscredit.com. And you Zelle $499 right away. If you do it during the webinar, you get that $1,000 cash card too. Or you can always do a bank transfer deposit. We bank at Chase or B of A. There you go. Take a picture of that page today. You're probably going to need it too. Ultimate goal, sorry to say, you added yourself to the national mailing list and you got all that junk mail every day. You did it to yourself and don't even know you did that too. Half the robocalls you get. So if you call this phone number right now, when I'm done with you, 888-567-8688. Opt out for 5 years and get that stop that stuff right away, please. The ultimate goal, you got to start taking control of your credit today. That's step number 4. Ultimate goal today, plan the problem. This is what I've had to do all my life. And the bottom line is somebody knocked you down, got in your way, and took it away from you too. Bottom line is you got to realize you have to plan the problem because someone's going to basically kick your assets too, no matter what I say or do. Now I need you to write down safety credit. Now here's the thing they don't want you to know. And what I teach you today, you're going to hear it anywhere on the planet besides through me. But the reality is very simple. Each one of these cards is $50,000 a piece. So here's $100,000 of credit. The reality is pretty simple. $100,000 of credit. So what do I want you to know? I want you to put a sticky in the back of every card you have today. I want you to write down the limit, 25, 29%, write it down. The moment you take any card past 29%, you jacked it up, you dropped your score, you got stuck, you can't get any more. It's just the truth. It will set you free too. Now the next thing I want you to do is write down the line of defense. You see, in your city today, you're going to see Chase Bank, B of A, Wells Fargo, grocery stores. You know what they did? They closed some locations over the years. They bankrupted them and got it off their tax return. They took a loss. By the way, they got a credit too. My point is simple. They're playing the game, but you're not playing the game because you don't want to. Ultimate goal, don't forget the sticky behind those cards today, please. All right, from there, please write down never bring the pain home again. Ultimate goal, there's step number 5. Ultimate goal is pretty simple. I want to tell you the truth. No one wants you to know that, but here it is. You are the only one who controls your score to go up and down. Nobody else is screwing you up. You're doing it to yourself. The rule is 25 to 29%. It's been that for years. Never take a card past 29%. Bottom line is simple. You lost your job, you got an emergency, what do? Unfortunately, the whole world does the same thing. They run out of time, they run out of money, and they jack up their credit 42 days. Ultimate goal, don't do that self to yourself anymore. You never had to do it in the first place. What I'd like to do today is repackage every one of you. That means your house, write it down, car and bank account. Ultimate goal, I'm sorry to say you've been doing it wrong since day one. So here's what I want you to realize. When I built $1 million of credit for my cat years ago to pull off that stunt too, I wanted to prove the world that cats have 9 lives just like you will today. You see Inc. magazine, I got written up in that too. How to finance anything by using plastic. You see, let's understand. A corporation's allowed to write off the interest rate in the credit card, and they can finance itself. Why would anybody steal money from their family to start a business? That's kind of dumb. You see, today, if I can build credit for my cat, I can probably build it for you. Now, let's pretend right now you need $5,000. Now. What do? You ask your friends, your family, and the bank, and what do they say? They all say no. You backed yourself in a corner. This is a $5,000 credit card like the one on the screen. Now let's understand something today. If I had to max this out, the payment is $50 a month. But they say you waste $50 every other day. Is that true? The reality is basically it probably is true. So the reality is you backed yourself in a corner, which you never had to. So the next thing they say the average person does is they max out and they basically waste $140 a week. Are you really wasting $140 a week? That's $600 a month. If I max out one of these cards today, the payment is $612.26. So if I'm using common sense, the average person, they're pissing away $600 a month. If I max out a $50,000 card, I got 2 pizza restaurants with a drive-through. That's just common sense. In other words, stop wasting money, quit bringing the damn pain home because you never had to. Plus, you used the wrong money in the first place. Ultimate goal, that's step number 6. Ultimate goal is simple. Reach your goal, reach your dream. I reached every goal I ever had by the time I was 26. And I'm talking $2.6 billion into corporate structure, by the way. First thing is I believe in God and I believe in me. So when I broke the record for the highest kick on the planet in 1981, I just wanted to prove white men do jump. And stupid people say we don't. Remember, you got some people in your life tell you can't do this or that too. All you have to do is remember, God gave you a gift and a dream. See it, believe it, go get it. See, now let's go back to the beginning when you got your SSN Social Security card. You see, you got it to get the job. And then what they get to do is tax you on every paycheck and you get the leftover till you're dead. At the time when you die, they want you in probate too. You see, what happens is that SSN equals a 1040 tax return. Can you write that down, please? Let's understand something today. IRS public record. I'm going to give you the rules and tools how to play. Ultimate goal, nobody gives you that today. No matter what book you read, you can't find out what I teach you today. So you got your SSN, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, and you jacked it up the moment you used the card past 29%. You screwed it up for yourself. By the way, you've been using the wrong money in the first place. We're going to stop that today. Put this ticket behind those cards now. The other reason you got an SSN, we are the collateral for the United States of America Incorporated. Ever since Nixon took the gold standard out. So I want you to write down Ray's rules again and again. But this time I want you to write down $100,000. Let's understand, $100,000 of credit. I know you're going to say that's crazy. You know what's crazy? Every time you need money, you don't have it. Every time you back yourself in a corner and you hurt your family, that's what's crazy. Okay? Because that's what I got as a kid, and it sucks. So let's understand, 100,000 of credit. You don't use more than 29% ever. That gives you $71,000 of credit in case shit hit the fan. You lost your job. There's a pandemic. The average pandemic is 18 months. You got to learn to play, because when you take that money and that credit from the family, you roll the dice, start a business, all you do is bring the pain home. Write down never bring the pain home again. And quit using the wrong damn money anyway. I don't get it. It's not logical at all. Can you write down Ray's rules again and again, please? We got to teach how to play. Step number 7 today. My first coma, 5.5 years old. Can you imagine this? All right, I get to watch what somebody does. I can actually do it better than they can in about 5 minutes. All right, because I've been doing this since I was born. In that taxi, by the way. So I watched the kids ride the bikes at 5.5 years old. I didn't get a mommy and daddy like you. Didn't get a bicycle too. I asked if I could borrow one of those bikes that day. I got it. Whee! This is fun. 5 minutes. I can ride it better than they can. I screwed up that day. I should have watched it for 2 more minutes. You see, on Delane Street in Torrance, I went down that big damn hill, and my face was the brake. I didn't know the pedal, you push it back for the brake. I didn't know how to stop. So I was a little careless that day. I got to be my first coma. When I woke up, the lady came over with the bell and said, "You gotta go pee-pee, ring the bell." I rang that bell that day till my hand was freaking numb. So I crawled on my belly to the toilet and I went pee-pee, and I got up again. I believe what God tells me and what a bunch of stupid people tell me. So you got a choice today. See it, believe it, go get it. My last coma, 2009. This one I got to die. That kind of sucks. It ruined my whole day. I got to hear, all right, he's not going to make it, he's going to die. Heard my wife scream her head off. I heard my tax attorney, who I made him a multimillionaire, trick my wife to sign a POA, power of attorney, that day. He stole my whole life. That even sucked even more. Oh well, but God let me come back. Now there's my yacht. There's my U-Dock. My race boat, the address too. Check it out. Where's yours, by the way? Now in that picture there, I was dead. They were asking my wife if I was a donor. Luckily I said, go back. So I got to go back that day. Ultimate goal, what did I get to do? I basically got to walk around with an oxygen tank for 5 weeks. Ultimate goal, I put my score back to an 820. Then I popped another $1 million card again. I don't stay down because I have 5 closet divisions. Can you write that down, please? The ultimate goal is 5 closet divisions. I have a backup and a backup and a backup too. I'll be damned if I bring the pain home like you. Even when I died, I came back as a millionaire, just out of my sleep, fighting through the damn pain. Get out of closet division and go again and again too. If a grocery store and a bank can do this and the city can do it, so can you. You ever heard of the constitutional? You have constitutional rights too? You could have played this game since you were 18. You never had to bring the pain home, ever. But you didn't want to ask why. You didn't learn to play. Now I get up at 2:25 every day since I was 2.5. So this morning I went to my niece and said, "Thank you, Jesus, for another day." Then I go look in the mirror. I do the raised mirror test every morning. I want you to try it once. Go look in the mirror for 2 minutes. Do nothing besides stare at yourself. Put yourself in check. It's about damn time. Then ask yourself 2 questions. Have you completed everything? No. Is there more to be done? Always. Ultimate goal is simple. You got an idea, you got a dream, and unfortunately you go to ask your friends and family to encourage you. Instead they interrupt you. And they say, you got to do it this way or that way too. I'm sorry to say, don't let people cloud your direction. For 90 days, shh, please. Let me rebuild you. So when they ask how you do this or that, all you got to do is say raisecredit.com. Ultimate goal, number 8, don't let people slow you down. God gave you a gift and a dream. See it, believe it, go get it. Ultimate goal, God's delays have never been God's denials. You have the ability to play. Now, we're going to make sure we go get the money. Is that okay? Is it okay we get the money you've been looking for all your life, too? You see, for me, I don't have to steal off the pier. I don't have to eat out of a trash can. I don't have to beg, too. I get to pay my bills. But you know what? I haven't had a paycheck for 23 years. How am I doing so far? You're getting older, slower. You're not as pretty as you used to be. Go back to the job you hate. It's okay. Eventually they're going to fire you anyway. You're going to deliver some pizza. That's your dream, right? Certainly not mine. Since I was 4, it's always see it, believe it, go get it. You might want to write it down. When you see what you want, you believe it, ask God, He'll open the door and you go get it. It's worked for me. Simple to do. It's step number 9. Ultimate goal. Let's talk about Sam's Club, banks, and grocery stores. Why? They're playing the game and you're not paying attention at all. Sam's Club's closed 63 locations 2 years before pandemic, just in California, not counting the other 49 states. So let's understand. They closed down locations, bankrupted the locations, took it off in their taxes as a loss, got a tax credit too. They're playing the game today, but not you, because you don't want to play the game or you don't know how to. Write down division tax ID. Since I created divisions in '86 for you too, pay attention today. You've had 11 cities file bankruptcy. How did they do that? The United States of America Incorporated. All states are corporations. All cities are corporations. They planned the problem. So they came up with a Chapter 9 bankruptcy for cities, just in case there was a problem under the Federal Protection Act. It's public record. Check it out. You had a bad day. Hell, you brought the pain home. Why? Why? It's like Apple Computer. 97, they were in bankruptcy. They were done. If Mr. Bill Gates, being so smart they got indicted 4 times, didn't write a check for $150 million, they wouldn't be around today with trillions of dollars. So now I want you, write down to Google the word bankruptcy. Write it down. I want you to see the bankruptcy and it says SSN. We all got one. We're all ducks. We might as well walk around now every damn day going quack, quack, quack. But then it says SS4. Corporation, division, subsidiary, more. Ultimate goal, sign me up for that too. See, you could learn to play the game if you wanted to. By the way, that's step number 10. See, I don't want anything to get screwed up, but I got a plan. I'm not bringing the pain home to my family like you, because why would you have to? You never had to. SSN equals a 1040. Simple. They tax you on your paycheck, you get the leftover until you're dead, then you get probate too, because you don't know how to play. SS4 equals 1120. Now let's look at line 10 on that SS4 form. You see where it says banking and credit purposes? That allows me to build you corporate credit, write off the interest rate, the credit card, and the line of credit too, and finance itself. But no, you want to take the money from your family and hurt them some more too. Got to stop that. IRS public record. But I'll teach you how to play. You see SSN? Who wants to be a duck some more? You like being a quack quack? Are you a quack quack? I don't like being a quack quack. So I like to replace you. I'd like to rebuild you too and make you the division of a corporation. Is that okay? Because sometimes probably being you sucks. Ultimate goal. You never had to bring the pain since you're 18 years old. You got a choice. Now here's chapter 18. This is what I heard. I was 7.5 years old. It's not legal advice. It's chapter 18. Can we read it together? It says right there, a corporation's a legal person. It may sue or be sued. So the ultimate goal right there is in front of us, and we have to figure this out. We could all incorporate ourselves under the constitutional right and never bring the pain home, and we can play like everyone else does. Now, someone, if you do the corporate structure, is going to ask you if you're a member of the BBB. I sued them in '79 and proved they were fraud, but that was just me. By the way, the Better Business Bureau people ask us twice a day if we're a member. And it's simple. Why would we be a member of the largest fraud on the planet today? You got 10 million companies that will not register with them because they're a blackmail company. Simple. They got indicted in 2013 as a fraud, bankrupt, changed their name again and again, and on top of that, the Los Angeles court said, get the hell out of my city. You've been a fraud since day one. Now, I'm not making it up. I'm just reading what it says on 2020 and CNN. It's the truth. It will set you free. You see, it's like when I wrote the book called Winning the Game of Business years ago. From Repackage America. Because I want to repackage you too. Ultimate goal, if you want, there are 12 books and CDs that give you the 1,000 rules. It's simple. Now understand something. For 32 years, I was at the Bonaventure in Los Angeles before my coma. Every Wednesday night, there was a line around the hotel to get hold of me. Kind of fun. I was the second largest advertiser in Los Angeles for 32 years. So here's how it works. The office sells the 12 books and CDs called the Millionaire's Founders Kit for $999. Since this is live, I give you half price during the webinar of $499 for the Millionaire's Founders Kit. But if you don't zell during this webinar, you got to pay the $999. And then you get a zell bank transfer deposit. See, I give you the discount. I don't get a paycheck or a commission, but they do. Ultimate goal is up to you. Now, I also have 2019 rich and famous people too. Yeah, I was known as the incorporator for them as well. You know what? I got a program for people coming out of prison too. The bottom line is, guess what? Here's Ricky Ross, Free Ray Ricky Ross from my neighborhood. After 20 years in prison, I rebuilt his credit. I got him a gold and a platinum card too. Would you like one? Let me know. You see, I got one thing coming this weekend. This is my last and final Billionaire in the Making boot camp, because as of today, we're allowed to say hello to people. All right, we're open now. California opened the door, grand opening. We might as well put a damn sign out too. Reality is simple. This Saturday, the 18th and 19th and 20th, from 9 to 4 p.m., I'm going to do a boot camp for 3 days for a small group of people. If you want to join me for 3 days and have fun, we're going to talk about the $5 million corporation. Why? Because the IRS says $5 million below a small company. All you got to do is call 800-510-3338. That's all you got to do. So the bottom line is you even get to bring a guest too. Won't that be fun? Now let's understand something today. I would like you to beat your doubt. I'd like you to run your own race and let me hold your hand and do the work for you too. I don't want you to screw up my 100% success rate, by the way. Step number 11. Ultimate goal, I can't show anything I didn't gift. So all the goodies from there, even one of my mansions, God's gift. I park my race boats and my yachts in my backyard. Where you park yours? Ultimate goal, helicopter, Lamborghini, and buildings too. See, today I'd like you to basically cover and protect your ass. So please change your driver's license to a P.O. box or mailing address. You wrote a check the other day, your house got robbed the next day. Isn't that a miracle too? The world's changing. You got to start covering your ass. Use race rules and never bring the pain home again. You even have the Driver's Privacy Protection Act too. Ultimate goal, that's step number 12. You see, when I wrote the rules and the tools for divisions years ago, it was actually 86. Multiple functions. How about disconnect, isolate, incorporate? If you had 5 houses today and somebody sued you, they're going to take it all away and come after you too. In a corporation, they're going to pierce the veil, come after you too. If you put them in divisions, 1 got screwed up, you got 4 left to go. You see, it's a numbers game. Divisions are like the grocery stores and the banks and the branches too. They know how to play. It's about time you learn to play too. Cash in, supply credit, by the way. You know, if you allow me to do this, I'll get you a corporation up to a card up to $1 million. From there, if you allow me to do what I did for my cat, I'm going to give you basically 9 divisions, and we're going to get sister cards too. That way every one of them have up to $1 million too. By the way, we're going to call it a bucket of money. I wrote a book on that too. How about a piece of property in every division? How about a franchise? Ultimate goal, the reality is pretty simple. You see, if one of those screwed up, would I not have A left to go? What am I going to do? Set up another one again and again too. Yes, Sam's Club can do it, the bank can do it, the grocery store can do it, so can you. So I wrote a book called Buckets of Money Tax Balancing, Become the Bank. You get to play. Now I said house, car, and bank account. Let's talk about your car. You see, when you bought that car, can you see it where you're at today? If you can see it, look at it. If not, close your eyes for half a second. Go, oh yeah, I remember when I bought the car. You see what you did. All right, you got into the dealership. They sweated you for 5 hours probably. You lost $5,000. You got up to 9 inquiries too. See, here's Ray's rules. When they hand you a piece of paper, they say, we need you to fill this out so we can run your credit. Fill it out next time when you sign it. All right, next to the signature, you write down this allows 1 inquiry, and you take a damn picture. Isn't it about time you control your credit in your life too? All right, you kind of screwed up. By the way, the car should have been purchased under a tax ID in a division. All right, because when you drive, you hear that noise in the back. You do? Yeah, it's going quack, quack, quack. I'm a duck, I'm a duck, I'm a duck. You want to be a duck too? See, you screwed up. Sorry, it's just the truth. Step number 13. You see, I want you to cover your ass. Eds. So let's understand it. When you take that car to the grocery and the bank today, you got a little bumpity bump. That person you bump, guess what they're going to do? Scream their head off. They're going to act like they're going to die. They got to put on a show for everybody around you. Then they ask you for driver's license, insurance, registration. And then your heart falls out of your chest. Remember, I told you flat out, the driver's license should not be your home address, but that's up to you. Now, the insurance, I don't understand. So today, your paycheck's called taxable income. You pay for the insurance after the leftover. But a corporation can pay for the insurance before there was any damn leftover. And no matter what I say or do today, you're the registered owner. You're a duck. Quack, quack, quack. You drive through the freeway, you see those billboards from those attorneys. I call them bloodsuckers. You see 44 bloodsuckers on TV every day. Let's sue everybody. By the way, they kind of encourage it, do you think? You see, the registered owner should be a division and not a corporation. So why? At the end of the day, they get diddly squat. Hell, why not? I told you to plan the damn problem before you started out. But you didn't listen to me. That's why I got to rebuild every one of you. Step number 14. This car, tax ID division, and the greatest gift, it doesn't show up on personal credit reports. Because Tommy here has a repossession. And he's going to get a 1099-C from the IRS too. He's going to have a tax problem. He screwed up. But most of you did too. It should be a division and a tax ID. What do you think? We're going to use some common sense and have fun. You know, when I had my first 17 houses, I was 19. They told I couldn't get number 18. No matter what I did, they wouldn't help me. How'd you get 17? I go, you're the expert. How do you tell me? The moment, listen carefully, that I would transfer those properties into a division, I freed up my credit report. No more loan-to-value problem. And I separate the liability. So your paycheck is taxed. You get the leftover. Corporations, they get to pay all the bills first and then pay tax on the leftover. It's like paying zero tax on a corporation like Amazon did for the first 10 billion. You pay more tax than they do. Congratulations. And I know some of you want to bitch and complain. Shut up and join them. They pay tax for a gallon of gas and property tax too. Plus they provide jobs. So the ultimate goal, he don't pay tax. Neither does he. Isn't that fun? But again, they're playing the end. There's no loophole. Don't say the word loophole because that's BS. They're doing what they're allowed to do, like a grocery store and the bank get to do. All right, if you want to learn to play, you can learn to play today. It's up to you. So understand something. It's like Mr. Buffett. I loved his father first than him. He always says, you know, rich and famous people are born with tax. But at the end of the day, he don't pay shit. He wants to be the hero, but he doesn't pay the tax. He just might as well give it all away. But he did that to a nonprofit and got away with that too. Damn. Oh, the IRS, called the Internal Revenue Service. I love them. Their book, I mastered it very well. Corporations don't pay tax until you make a profit. How do you think they get to play? But that's up to you. He's got a house worth $165 million. Hell, what is it made out of? Gold? Now, by the way, at the end of the day, you can join the club too, if you want to. Now, Mickey in Newsweek is the loophole king. Dead all says taxes. They paid no tax on money they had in the bank. They wrote an IOU to themselves. Damn, you pay more tax than Mickey and Goofy do. But that's on you. Federal Express, this, Nike, I can go on all friggin' day. Don't you want to learn how to play? But at the end of the day, the only one going to teach you the truth is the one who set up the rules and the tools called me. You ready to play? Write down the 4 boxes in front of you. Draw them now. You see, you should have did this. I did mine at 9. You're going to do yours at 18, but now it's too late. Oh, well, let's do it now. Let's have the corporation, 3 divisions, and line of defense. One screws up, what are we going to do? Go cry and go boo-hoo-hoo? No. We're going to keep the good pieces. We're never going to bring the pain home. Rich and famous people don't bring the damn pain home. Why would you? The ultimate goal is up to you. But again, that's step number 15. Now, let's understand something. All right, SSN, SS4. I'm an affiliate for 36 years. I can build you as much as you want. But then you can't write off this, but you can write off this. So we better have safety credit when the corporation finances itself too. Learn to play. But I'll teach you how to do that, do the work for you too. Now, remember, I do 7 classes almost every Saturday. All right, 7 a.m. to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been doing this for 43 years, 6 days a week helping people like you. The ultimate goal is simple. Bottom line is I want to rebuild your credit. I've got to no matter what, because I got to make you a qualified CFO. I want to do a rapid rescore. It's $499. It's not $99 a month for 2 years, like, even basically Johnny here said the election to law took $499 out of him every month. It's like, are you crazy? But he said Tony Baloney ripped him off for $7,500 too. Oh, well, what can I say? If they're not going to hold your hand personally, isn't it just blah, blah, blah? $499? I'll put you in a class every Saturday to learn some more tools and rules. On top of that, no case goes past 180 days unless you keep screwing it up for you. And if you did it now, you get a Visa cash card, twice as much you invested in yourself as an extra bonus by doing it while I'm doing the webinar. And all you have to do is Zelle. I'm the recipient. Instead of a phone number, use my email, ray@raisecredit.com. Now. Ultimate goal, you can deposit or transfer. We bank at Chase and B of A. So take a picture of that today. Now, here's how it works. If you got a corporation, I'll build that one too. All right, instead of giving you a new one. But I got to do a credit rebuilding and wrap it. I got no choice. I got to make you a qualified CFO. That's just the truth. So if I have to give you the articles, also tax ID, I'll put you in a setup and level 1 class every Wednesday and Saturday for 3 months, 90 days. I'm doing the work for you, but I'm holding your hand too. The office sells this for $2,000. On a live webinar, I always give you half price of $999. But then I hand you $10,000 of cash credit back. See, again, I'm trying to take away your excuses. Some of you, probably all of you, pissed away thousands of dollars on crap didn't work. You and me are going to build that relationship. So I'm going to give you 10 times your own investment. This is all yours anyway. What excuse you got now? The next one's called Millionaires in the Making. I get the same goodies. The only difference is it comes at $25,000 of cash credit. And half price on that is $1,999 too. See, we got no excuses anymore. I want to make you the corporate millionaire you need to be. But I want to do the work for you because I don't want you to screw it up. It's called Zelle. It's called bank or transfer deposit. B of A or Chase. Simple to do. See, I like you to run your life through a corporation. All right, like the doctor, lawyer, CPA do. Anybody else can do it. I started mine at 9.5. Why didn't you? By the way, that's up to you. This is called step number 16. Ultimate goal, here's one of my Lamborghinis at the time, part of the collection. Pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. So debt offsets taxes and they break even. But you today get a paycheck, oh goody for you. It's taxed before you get the leftover. Then you pay your bills, you pay for a car you should not. You steal the money and credit from the family, you roll the dice, start a business, and go, wee, that's hurt the family some more. I don't understand. It's not logical to me. Why would anybody pay the payment, the gas registration on a car and insurance, and they could say no and start driving a damn company car? Like I do. Why wouldn't you? But that's up to you. Ultimate goal, step number 17. Wow, I want you to download an SS4 form today. Can you do that? Now remember, SS4 equals 1120. From there in the midsection, number 10, it says banking and credit purposes. So what I'd like you to do, remember the IRS, public record, but I'm going to teach you to play. That's step number 18. And if you go to irs.gov, you download a form called SS4. Ultimate goal is pretty simple to do. The United States of America Incorporated. They set up their 50 states called corporations. That's called the line of defense. But not you, because you like bringing the pain home to you and your family too. Then the states set up the cities. The cities are corporations too. That's called the line of defense again and again. By the way, they even planned if there was a problem, like I told you to do today, too. They invented a Chapter 9 bankruptcy for the cities. It's under the Federal Protection Act. Check it out. It's public record. They get to bankrupt the city's debts and stay in business today. You see, you are we the people, by the way. This is your constitutional right. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well just be dead. Nixon took the gold standard out. They're printing money 24/7. Our president wanted $2 trillion, then he backed down on that because they found out they didn't have enough paper to print the money on. Oh well, they ran out of paper. Guess what we get to do? Mama, she delivered a baby at the hospital. Did you know every hospital is federally mandated that a woman who delivers a baby at a hospital within 3 hours or less must sign an SSN form so they can bond the baby and print some more money? She don't sign the form, baby can't even go in the stroller. Of course, he cannot go home. That baby's going nowhere until mama signs the SSN form. Is that called blackmail? Oh, well, what can I say? On websites today, you see websites say you don't have to guarantee. I'm sorry, that's just BS. To get cash credit, you got to be a qualified CFO. 8 creditors, 8 cash credit cards, 9 lines of credit. Then we want supply credit, vendor credit, marketing credit, lease credit, gas cards too. Ultimate goal, I got to make you a qualified CFO. You know, it's amazing. You even see what's called trade lines. I'm sorry, trade lines are crap. But what I know, I'm just an affiliate. They did 2.6 billion times 26. I'm going to do another 10 billion in probably 3 or 4 years too, just for the hell of it, because I know I can. Look up the Fair Lending Act, please. All right, before you do the trade line crap. I don't want to visit in prison. Now, corporate credit, it's a write-off the credit card, insert the line of credit for the corporation, but you can't do it for you, but a corporation can do it for it. See, you got to learn to play. Now, we try to expedite everybody because we get affiliate fees. It's just like Credit Karma, too. We want to do this as fast as possible. So please don't screw up the program and you're in it, please. All right, don't make it longer and screw up some more and more and more again and again. We don't want to drag our feet. If you bought that house my way called Ray's Rules, I pray that you did. Escrow, close, homestead, and a trust. Oh, you didn't do that? So when they sue you, they take it away? And when you die, it's stuck into probate and your family got diddly squat because you're lack of damn problem planning for you and your family too? It's ridiculous. Oh, well, what can I tell you? It's like when you fix up that property today. You're probably going to hire a contractor. They hire the subcontractor that stand outside Home Depot. Good workers. But what if they slip and fall, cut every corner they can, and they slip and they sue you for everything you got today? Maybe, if you want to, you can learn how to quickly deed properties to a division, do an assignment of equity too. You see, this way, if they sue you at the end of the day, they get diddly squat. Hell, why not? But again, that's just what I would tell you to do. But you know, I like irrevocable trust, but pick what you want to. It's up to you. You see, that's step number 19. 6 more to go. Now, some of you, you're playing peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. I don't get it. I don't want to pay tax for it. It's like, stop. Stupidity is stupidity. The IRS rule book, corporations don't pay tax so they make a profit. So if you've been playing peekaboo with the IRS making a damn mess, go to irs.gov, download a form called 656 433A and B, get your free checks, and get your butt back in the system too. That's step number 20. This is what you get to do. See, I told you I want to repackage everything you're going to do. We're going to do it the right way. Now, I don't understand why anybody would put money to fix up properties. I only had 841 million of properties before my coma. And what I always did, I'm one of the original PMs, other people's money. I'd set up a division, buy from the manufacturer. I wrote the rules and tools, it's kind of fun. Save up to 70%. I don't have to pay a bill for 30, 60 to 90 days. Escrow pays off the debts when it closes. I got up to 200,000 left over too. Why don't you write down Ray's Rules? Write it down and circle it 10 times. Leveraging money. Write down borrow money's not taxable. Can you imagine last week on the news? They're talking about how rich and famous people use borrow money to pay their bills because it's non-taxable. See, all you got to learn to do is play. You can play too. Set up the line of defense. See it, believe it, go get it. Now that's step number 21. That's called blackjack. Now here's my office. I told you I'm one of the most verified people on the planet. My office was at Irvine Spectrum just before my coma. It was only 22,000 square feet building. Other locations, other states, and up to $1 million a day, helping people like you too. The bank would be at the office almost every day going, Banks love to kiss your ass. That's when you got money. You don't have a pot to piss in. Hell, they don't know your name. So, did you know that banks borrow up to times 10 from the feds? Loan back 5 to you? See, you gotta understand, if you took that money of that escrow, leveraging the money, raise rules, you would have created up to $3 million of borrowed money, non-taxable. I would have told you to go buy a damn McDonald's that cost $2 million. They stay open through pandemics. Get a Big Mac, a fry, and a chocolate shake too. Ultimate goal, you get to play the game. Well, here's what I'd like to do. Set up your corporation for you. Make sure it does no business but gets credit. Set up the line of defense. The divisions become the ducks. They're the ones going quack, quack. No longer you. See, it's a numbers game. Now, what happens if a division has to screw up? I'm sorry. We're going to pull a Donald Trump, a Wells Fargo, B of A, Chase, a bank. We're going to pull Citi. Hell, we're going to do what exactly I invented for you, called the 3-step. Can you write it down? Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Damn. If I got a bankrupt that I don't want to, if I had to, I will. But I'm keeping all the good ones. And I'm not bringing the pain home. Why would anybody bring the pain home? That's kind of dumb. Oh, well. Ultimate goal. That's step number 22. You got a choice today. Now, when you look in the mirror today, I'd like you to ask another question. All right? What are you willing to lose? See, I promised myself 2 things as a kid. A, I'd never touch a baby unless it was my first child. Next, I would read every book I could, and I used to get 10 at the same time going on to master all the rules and tools. And someone told me no, I'd figure it out myself and write my own damn blueprint, because there's a lot of stupid people in this world today. So guess what? I don't want to bring the pain home to my family or the corporation, not even the division. But if I had to have anything get screwed up, it would be a division, because they're cheap, and I'll go get another one and another one too. So let's understand something today. Winners always get checkmate. See, when you play that game, you gotta lose a piece or two. You got to step number 23. Ultimate goal. My wife asked me on July 3rd, 2009. She says, honey, can we go to the Huntington Beach House and take out one of the yachts and watch the fireworks with a group of people? Why not? I took the corporate credit card, I filled it up, $1,600, wrote off the interest rate on the card and the yacht too, because you're allowed to. I know Tiger Woods is 150 feet long. That was only 63, that one, but I had 3. Oh well, I wrote it off anyway. You see, isn't that fun? But there, I got to dive, got to come back too. There's my yacht, my U-Dock, Huntington and Huntington Harbor, and there's my race boat. Where's yours? Show me, please. But I got the choice to come back. Then I walked around with an oxygen tank for 5 weeks, put my score back to an 820. Then I popped a $1 million card again. See, I got my closet divisions, a backup for a backup. I always have. Fighting through the pain. You have the ability to never bring the pain home ever again, too. Rich and famous people don't bring the pain home like you. Your choice is simple. God is using me to help you today. Are you paying attention? Are these turned on? So here's the building. It says the Reynolds University. The Lamborghini too. Kind of fun, because here's the keys to the boom, boom, boom. So what are we gonna do? How did I do this? Born in a taxi, got a girl's name. I got to beg and steal off the pier out of a trash can. Got in a coma. Got another one, got to die. I've been shot twice, knifed 6 times, and so much more. And what did I do? I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. I reached the dream. Think can be the impossible. Why not? It's called race rules. God gave it to me to give it to you. You gonna pay attention today? I pray you do. I make millionaires. You'd like to be next? Let me know. Now, motivation's great. I love it. I listen every morning, as long as they're talking about the Bible, because there's rules and tools there. The motivational blah, blah, blahs, I'm sorry, I don't get into that. All right, see, I need rules and tools. Let's build your story. How about I get you an 820 score? Get you up to that. How about if I get you 100,000 of safety credit? Never use more than 29%, please. All right, the rest is safety. How about I get you a corporation and divisions up to $1 million? Can you stop being stuck today, please? All right, please stop being stuck. You didn't have to be stuck since day one. So if you want the 12 books and CDs, the 1,000 rules are in the books and CDs, get those, half price $4.99. And on top of that, then you get them to go to the workshops with me. Let me do the work for you too. Simple, you Zelle, bank transfer, deposit. Simple to do. Now the 14th Amendment, all right, for corporations as people, wow. So the United States of America Incorporated, they got 50 states. The corporation line of defense for them too. And the states set up the cities. They're set up the line of defense, but not you. Oh, well, I guess you like bringing the pain home to you and your family too. That's up to you. You see, you're past due in setting up your line of defense. You want to do it today? Let me know. Never have joint credit. It makes no sense. Buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, put it in trust. Corporation up to $1 million of credit. Simple. We have divisions because they're cheap for divisions, for real estate per franchise, current business. You got to set up the line of defense. See it, believe it, go get it. Master Ray's rules. Put it here. No one can take away your knowledge after you earn it today. Simple. That's number 24. Ultimate goal, all you got to do. If you want a $750 guaranteed in writing, guaranteed, it's $4.99. You get a Visa, all right, cash card at the end of the program if you do it during the webinar. When I'm done, that offer's not going to happen. From there, it's simple. You're guaranteed, literally, within 181 days. All right, usually I do about 90 working days unless you keep screwing it up again and again. That's the only thing that longs it from you. All you have to do is Zelle, $4.99. Bank transfer, deposit. Corporation gets those for free. Articles, also tax ID, set up level 1. 90 days while I do the work for you too. 10,000 of cash credit for $999. You get all the goodies and 10 times back your money. Millionaire in the making. $1,999. $25,000 cash credit. And all you got to do is Zelle, bank transfer, deposit. That's all you got to do. Like I told you in the beginning today, I want to repackage every one of you, house, car, and bank account. Ultimate goal. Now don't forget, if you want the billionaire in the making boot camps this weekend, our goal is to get you up to 1 to 5 million. That's the goal. To focus on educating for that too. The IRS is 5 million below a small business. It's finally because we open up today. All right, the bottom line is I think everywhere you see welcome to California, there should be a grand opening sign under new management too. Wouldn't that be funny? You see, your choice is the 18th, 19th, and 20th this Saturday. And what you get to do if you want to call 800-510-3338. That's all you got to do, and bring a guest or two. You see, the American dream. I hear it every time I watch the internet, social media, or I go to an event, they all talk about it. After I listen, I always go up front and I always ask them a couple of questions. First of all, I hold about 10 million in credit. I go, are you going to help me get this? Are you going to hold my hand every step of the way? Are you going to take my money like Johnny says that Tony Baloney did to him, $7,500, and go buy too? See, everybody needs to have their hand held. Everybody's got questions too. Everybody's got to receive money every month, pay their bills, drive a company car, go on a business trip, help other people, free up their time. You got to set up the line of defense, see it, believe it, go get it. So the ultimate goal is simple. 1,000 steps and rules equals $1 million company. 20,000 is billion. I don't know how far you want to go. So if all you want today is your 750 score and a Visa cash cards, $4.99, go to the class on Saturday too, 1 o'clock, educationalization. It'll be done within 90 working days, no more than 180 days, unless you keep screwing up on you. Remember, it's a Zelle, bank transfer, deposit. If you want the starter package, it comes with the credit rebuilding. It's $9.99, 10,000 of credit, and I do all the work for you too, and teach you how to set up your divisions in the division, set up a level 1 class for 3 months. Millionaire in the making, $19.99, 25,000 of cash credit for you. You Zelle, you bank transfer, deposits, all you got to do. At the end of the day, you got to stay safe and strong. We got to do our best while Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. So today, if you're going to Zelle or transfer right away, do it now. Number 25, if you have to. All right? And you want to go back to being stuck, go for it. But if you want to step up to the plate, you even call the toll-free number. You got specialists standing by for you. 800-510-3338. 800-510-3338. See, for me, I got to do my best all through the day. Well, God does the rest for me, as He does for you. And I never forget, God loves us all.